Hi, and welcome to your 10-minute yin class. And today we'll be focusing on hips. So we'll be doing a butterfly, which is an opener for the groins, as well as shoelace, which is an opener for the back of the hips, the external rotators. So let's begin. I invite you to bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and bow your head. Take 3 deliberate and conscious breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. And with each breath, feel yourself arrive more fully into your body in this moment. Set your intention. And we'll begin with an Om. So I invite you to breathe in, please. Exhale fully. Inhale. Om. Release your hands. Open your eyes, and let's get started. So we'll start in butterfly. It's also known as Baddha Konasana. And you'll take your feet together. And you might want to take your feet further away, depending on what's comfortable for you. It becomes stronger the closer you bring your feet in. I like to always lift my hips and come onto the front edges of my sit bones. If you find your knees are really lifted and you can't, your pelvis kind of tucks under, you can't move forward at all, sometimes it's also nice to sit onto your bolster so that gravity will give you a little bit more, it'll help you a little bit come forward. So these are some options here to begin. And then you can use your bolster to support your head or your elbows or whatever you like. I'm going to use it for my elbows to start. And then once you get into this shape, you're just going to relax. So let your head go, relax your shoulders, relax your face. And allow yourself as much as you can to surrender into this shape. And for everybody, it's a little bit different. You know, some people find this pose stronger or easier. And so wherever you are, can you just be where you are? Allow the sensation of the pose to draw you in, and the rhythm of your breath to support you, allowing you to stay calm through each exhale, and also allowing your body to stay calm. The exhales are really where we find the depth of the pose, because it's that natural letting go. And yin is so much about release, which is really the beauty of this practice. And you may want to shift your props if you need at all, if you would like to find more depth, or you can, but don't feel like you have to. And then when you're ready on these next few breaths, I'll invite you to slowly make your way up. You can grab your knees and bring them together, and then walk your feet just a little bit wider so that you can create a little bit of a stretch, just counter stretch, and also relaxing your groins. And then we'll come into shoelace. So we'll start by taking the right leg over your left. You'll cross at the knees. Your legs may not look like mine, they may be more over like this. It's totally fine. However, if you're not able to get into this shape at all, a good thing to do is to bring your bolster underneath, and that will often give you a lot more room. And I should not be saying this, but my husband like seriously sits on like 2 bolsters. He's got really tight hips. It does not mean you're a bad person or there's some character flaw with you. My husband is so wonderful, I decided to marry him. So please no, don't judge yourself. It's just what your body's mobility is. It has no bearing on who you are as a person. So there's lots of terrible flexible people out there, I'm sure of it. So I'm just kidding. But make sure that you find a way that is going to be doable for you, where there's no pressure on the knees. And if you have pressure on your knees, you're just going to literally flip on your back and do the same thing on your back. So the legs are still in this position, right leg crossed over the left, and then you'll pull your legs in towards you. So in this, you'll have a little more effort on your back because you're going to have to use your hands to help you into this shape, but it's all good. Keeping your knees safe is more important than doing the pose in the tightened way. It's all good. You're still getting the same thing. And then you can use your prop here again to either hold your head or your elbows. I've been getting cramps all morning. My hip flexor here. And you can put your elbows onto your bolster or use it for your head. It doesn't really matter, but find a way that's going to be comfortable for you. And then I invite you to begin to relax into this shape. So I won't be here too long. Let the weight of your head go completely. Relax your shoulders. And allow your spine and your back to get heavy with each exhale. Let yourself completely melt into this shape. And hips can be strong, so if that's you, if you're feeling like it's quite difficult, remember you don't have to come forward. Your pose can be just sitting here upright, and this is plenty. And, truthfully, if I'm going to tell you, my husband, he doesn't move at all. He sits on the bolsters, he sits here, and he breathes. And that is his practice, and it is perfect for him because that's where he's at. So if that's where you're at, that's great. Just be there and breathe and really be respectful and honest about where you need to be right now. It is all allowed. It is all okay. So just breathe and be. In these last few breaths, and allow yourself to just start to enter into your edge. So remember, you don't have to go beyond it, but see if it's possible for you and it feels right for you. Maybe you can meet yourself there. And on your next inhale, I invite you to come up. And then we're going to switch sides. So you'll take your left leg over your right. And if you're on your back, it's the same thing. Left leg over your right, and you're just going to pop onto your back. Feel free to grab your bolster or props if you need. You want to make sure that both sit bones are flat on the floor or flat on a prop. So if you find that both are not on the ground, you're just going to bring your bolster or blocks or pillows or whatever you have underneath until they are both even, okay? Not just under one side. And then continuing to release and relax down. Allow your exhales to get longer. This will help calm your nervous system. And as your nervous system calms down, so too will your mind. It's all related. We often think that it's just the body, or it's just, our head, or it's just our emotions, but it's all linked together. What we think about is what creates a stress response in our body. And if we aren't treating our bodies well, then it also creates some imbalances in our mind. We need a certain amount of movement for our minds to be, to feel clear and focused, and also for our emotions to feel regulated and for us to feel happy. So it's all connected. Some nice long exhales. Just a few more moments here, easing into your edge. Just let yourself go. Meet yourself there. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to press yourself up. And you can take your feet flat onto the floor, about the width of your mat, and then just do some windshield wipers to release your hips. And then I'll invite you to find a seated position. Join your hands to your heart and take a moment to bow your head. And honoring your practice today, taking the time for you. The root of the word namaste is namo, which means literally I bow to. And so as you bow your head, I'll invite you to take a moment to bow to yourself for your efforts and for showing up. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Namaste.